Welcome to the Hard&Soft Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Yo. What's happening, Hard&Soft Nation? You know who it is, and you know what it is. It's Big Hard, and I'm here with another episode of the Hard&Soft Pro Wrestling Podcast, and I couldn't do it by myself. The one and the only, the Big Softy over here. What's happening, Randall?
Big Softy, baby. What's going on?
What was it, raining over there?
I don't even know how I did that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Brought the weather change. That's what the Celtics does. What the hell?
I mean, it is a rainy day here in PA, so I don't know. Maybe that was pretty cool. I like the graphics, bro. Man,
hey,
that was the softest entrance I ever saw in my life,
dude. That might be my new gimmick, the Rain Man. Or is that already taken?
The Rainmaker, Okada.
Oh God. First off, StreamYard, thanks for that entrance. And even though it's free, and we love StreamYard, they got the worst YouTube ad of all time. Every time I hear it when I'm watching YouTube or whatever, I can't wait to skip it. I hate it. But what's up, Big Heart? How are you, man?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. And we're
Hold
just
on,
back
let me take
at
a sip of water for the working man here.
Take a sip of water for the working man. Yeah. What? But we're just here on a Saturday morning, about to throw on an episode of Unforgiven 2006, John Cena versus Edge in a TLC match for the World Championship. At this time, it was the spinner title, but the Rated R Superstar Edge put his R in the middle, took the WWE, played out. So that was pretty cool. I know that Edge said that he didn't like that title, though. So
I've been excited about this episode for a long time. This is my favorite part of the podcast, is matches that I can remember as a kid watching numerous times. Like, that was back in the DVD days. You pull out the Unforgiven DVD and you pop this in, and I probably watched this match 12 times already in my life. And I love going back and watching these matches, man.
Hell yeah. This is the best. And this is one of those matches where, I mean, the match is great, but it's kind of known for that one spot at the end. And I'm not going to spoil it now for anybody that hasn't actually watched it. And if you haven't watched it, I really hope that you get your Peacock out, if you know what I mean, and throw on Unforgiven 2006. I think we're at 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 20 seconds. That's where we're going to hit play. We're going to give you some time, though. We're going to get a little bit into the background here.
Yeah, man. And I like you alluded to, Chris, I think every great rivalry story has that one blow-off spot or that one big match at the end of it to tie a knot on it. And this one hits all those criteria. And it's crazy because Edge was coming into his own, right? And I think this rivalry with Cena, he alludes to the fact that he wanted to be the Piper to Hogan. He wanted to be the Rated R Superstar to what Cena was, right? Cena was that hustle, loyalty, respect, never give up dude. And Edge really wanted to be that Rated R, have zero people in the crowd liking anything that he was doing, and wanted to get that nuclear heat. And through the build-up and through all the matches they've done up until this point, man, was it good. You had the Edge being the tag team title TLC guy, and then he went on his singles run, and then you go to New Year's Revolution where he cashes in. And Chris, I can remember being I don't know how old I was, but I would go on WWE.com and look up the results of the pay-per-view, and Edge wasn't even on the card or in the chamber match, and I'm like, how is Edge the new world champion? So I was marking out. Sweet. Yeah, but he cashes in on a bloody Cena who just won the chamber. They do the live sex scene, and they throw the old spinner and the Long Island sound, and what a build-up. I know Edge even goes to Cena's father's house in West Newbury, and they have that gimmicky spot there. But what a build-up. And like I said, Chris, I want to get your thoughts on it all, but this is where Edge really becomes a Hall of Famer, man.
Yeah, and honestly, the rest of his career after this was just skyrocket, and to this day, Edge is still doing it. Obviously not to the capacity that him and Christian were doing it back in the day, but they're still doing great things. And this was 2006, so this was nearly 20 years ago, about 18 years ago, and it's pretty cool. Cena, he's not wrestling much anymore, but he comes back for every once in a while. Did you see that Cena started OnlyFans? And are you subscribed?
I saw the OnlyFans, and it's inspiring the softie to might start.
Yeah, that shit is so funny. I mean, Cena's one of them guys. It's like he's really monotone. Like sometimes when you watch the interviews, it's like like almost like a robot. But then he comes out with some of the
prototype, baby.
Yeah, exactly. And it's where Cena got to start being the prototype. But this is just a great time in WWE, and the Ruthless Aggression era started around 2004. It's kind of still going here. That was always a good era for me. I did like that. As much as I liked the Attitude Era, this was great. They had, everybody, Cena, Batista, Triple H, Shawn Michaels is back here and everything. And it's just a great time to be watching wrestling, man.
Yeah, and Cena is alluding to the fact he was just on Howard Stern. He's talking about 50 is going to be his cutoff. So I hope he can. I'm sure the WWE will do something to send him off the right way.
Yeah, he's going to have at least. I mean, he doesn't even need to have a match for me per se. It's just kind of like maybe come out and make an appearance at WrestleMania or something like that. I don't know. That's pretty much it. All it's going to be. If it's going to be a match, it's going to be like a 2-minute squash match, kind of like him and The Undertaker, that one Mania.
yeah. But this build-up was awesome, Chris, and it, they have multiple matches where they do multiple title changes. Edge wins the title, Cena takes it back, yada yada, bing bang boom. We get here to Unforgiven, the Gabagoo, and Cena, I believe, needs this win back, right? He can't sleep at night. They're playing the story of Cena needs the win. He needs to know he's better than Edge. And Edge finally says, okay, we'll have one last match, but, there's 2 stipulations, right? Number 1, if I beat you, we never wrestle again or something like that. He wants to pick the time and place, and he also wants to pick the stipulation. And that's how we get to Edge's hometown here in Unforgiven. Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Canadian.
Unforgiven, 2006, Sunday, September 17th. The attendance was 16,105 Hard&Soft Nation marks. And the stipulation, it's Edge's backyard, baby. It's the TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs. The match that he created and made famous, and that he's never lost it. So, I mean, you had everything here as a fan, and I certainly was intrigued.
Yeah, and going back to one of Edge's best TLC moments where he speared Jeff Hardy hanging from the title belt. I mean, obviously, we're not going to see anything like that in this match, but, I mean, Edge is just known for these matches.
And that TLC match from Mania 17, if you're not a wrestling fan, excuse the softy there, that's the match I show people.
God damn it.
Their first wrestling match to and I love watching like our little sister. I showed her that, and that was like her first thing, and she was just like, I looked over and she's just like, oh my God.
Yeah, but it's just amazing, you know what I mean? And it wasn't just like a spot after spot.
I didn't know that this was the fake wrestling business. This is fucking legit, So
yeah, that match might have been fake, but this one's real, right here,
dude. So okay, Unforgiven 2006. What a card we had! Super Crazy and Shelton Benjamin going dark, and then we got Johnny Nitro. Dude, Johnny Nitro back at this time was coming up, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's still got a spot on TV every once in a while nowadays.
So he defeats Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental strap. That gets 2 1/4 from Old Mac and Cheese.
Yeah, can I pause for a second there? Yeah,
Big Hard, you pause anytime, baby.
Just as I heard you bring up the star rating, you know what I mean? I just want to say,
hey, let the softy lay out here for a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just want to say one thing quick. F Dave Meltzer, man. You know what I mean? He's just horrible. Honestly, everything he reports is just back and forth. I don't know. I mean, I get that it's a thing to read and a tool for judging things, but the guy doesn't. I don't know. It's just everything he says just goes back and forth, back and forth. I just can't stand the guy. But all right, go ahead. I hope he has some good seasoning on his mac and cheese today.
The greatest moment is when Christian Cage at the AEW presser. It wasn't Dave Meltzer, but it was whoever is Brian Alvarez or whoever his name is wanted to ask Christian a question, and Christian's like, "Oh God, I don't talk to marks, man." It was just the best.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I'm off my soapbox.
Kane and Umaga, they go to a draw. They get a star and a quarter, and then we had the Spirit Squad, Kenny and Mikey defeating Robbie and Rory McAllister.
Kenny, Mikey.
Dude, they had some legs, man. They were.
Oh
good.
Yeah, yep.
And then I'd always love when it always led up to HBK taking the megaphone and blasting someone over, and the baby powder spurts out.
I'm just wondering why there is baby powder in the cone.
Speaking of HBK, we had Shawn Michaels and Triple H D-Generation X defeating Mr. McMahon, Shane O'Mac, and The Big Show in the handicapped Hell in a Cell.
I'm pretty sure somebody was in the Kiss My Ass Club that night, but I think it was
sure.
The Big Shows.
They go 25 minutes and 4 seconds. That gets 3 and a quarter.
Give me some time, damn it.
God damn it. Can we even do that anymore? I don't know. I guess we
I don't know. I mean, I guess you could still do sound bites. I mean, come on. I mean, you can't take everything away from history. I mean, the guy is pretty much the lowest of the low.
And you know what, dude? I mean,
and it sucks, but I'm glad that he's being erased, or not erased, but it's just and things nowadays, it's like things are picking up and it's great. And not to talk about current stuff because this isn't a current podcast, but The Rock did say last night, pro wrestling is cool again. So,
dude, I remember.
I like that.
Play, we can always go back and talk about some stuff as we lead up to Mania this year. Yeah, the fact that they're saying professional wrestling and not sports entertainment is wild.
Yeah, it's definitely a change. But we'll cut back on the sound bites. But I love it. Go ahead.
Okay, Trish Stratus defeats Lita for the women's title. Their rivalry at this time was awesome.
What'd that get for Meltzer?
3 and a quarter.
Wow.
Then we had Orton defeating Carlito. I believe this is the match where Carlito does that springboard into the RKO, if I'm remembering correctly. So we get 2.5. And then it's going to lead up to the match that we're going to cover, Big Hard. It's Cena versus Edge, who's the champion. This is for the WWE Championship. This gets 4.25 stars from Mac and Cheese. They go 25 minutes, 28 seconds. Tables, ladders, and chairs, a singles match. It was strange that this is a singles TLC. Is this maybe the first singles TLC ever?
I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and do some research on that. But
Nation, let us know in the comments. But like Big Hard said, we're at 2 hours, 17 minutes, 20 seconds. Unforgiven, 2006. Kyoto's ready to ring that bell. Big Hard, are you ready, dude?
I mean, I'm ready over here. I got my finger on play. I'm tuned up. Kyoto's tuning up the bell, and we're about to tune up the band on this match.
I'm peacocking.
So, do you want to give us the countdown?
I'll give you the countdown because I got all the ads through, and I've watched all the ads, so I'm ready here. The soft is ready. We got 3, 2, 1, play.
All right. Cena and Edge about to square off right here. Doesn't get any better than a main event. Cena wearing the camo shorts, great Cena era for me. And just in Canada right here, so everyone's kind of cheering for Edge, but people still like Cena back here. This is kind of around the time. I mean, I know Cena gets hate, but people did like Cena back here. And I mean, he got more cheers than boos at this time.
Well, that was Edge's big goal, right? Like they had a match in Boston, Massachusetts, and they thought it was a shoo-in for Cena to get popped, and the crowd was booing him out of the building, man. So, yeah, I mean, this was Edge's thing. He wanted to have, like I said, 0 people in the crowd liking anything that he was doing. But here in Canada, man, when Edge makes his World Championship entrance,
oh yeah, dude,
it was huge.
I mean, they love Edge.
A nice slap from Edge.
Yeah, they love Edge right here. Oh, here we go. I mean, and these two, they're just gonna show some ruthless aggression. But it's just a great match here. They're not even going, they're not gonna get extreme quite yet, but this match does hit on all cylinders. Well, just as I speak, I see Edge going to the outside. I like how they have the table set up with a ladder on top, with a chair on top of the ladder. Like, it's just a great way to set up instead of having to go underneath the ring and pull it out. It's already out there. That's kind of why I like these matches, because like other matches, it's like a street fight. They don't just put the weapons out there, but a TLC, they usually have a lot of ladders out there already, tables set up, and it's nice.
Nice fisherman suplex by Cena. And yeah, like Mania 17, they have that great camera shot of, the light blue setup of WrestleMania 17, but they're going through all the tables that are laid out in the entranceway, and they're showing all the hardware around. And I like when I think if I can remember, Bubba goes, "Get the tables," and there's literally 80 tables around, and Devon still goes under the ring.
That's great. Yeah, Devon knows how to work it, man. And shout out to Bubba Ray and Devon, because we're going to be going to a tribute show. I think it's April 5th, the Friday before WrestleMania.
Yeah, dude.
Or April 4th. April 4th, the Friday. Or no, it's the 5th. Friday's the 5th. But that's going to be an ECW tribute show at the 2300 Arena. And the card is totally everybody that was back in the day in ECW. I mean, the Sandman, Sabu. The only people I haven't seen on that card is Tommy Dreamer. I didn't see Raven on there, but I assume Raven will probably show up. We've seen him there at the 2300 Arena before.
Yeah, hopefully they do that annually, but Team 3D is going to go into the Hardcore Hall of Fame that night. So
and I think they have a match as Team 3D. And I don't think I've been to a show that's going to be like, this closed in and intimate, where it's like I've seen the Dudley Boys wrestle together. I don't think I've seen that in person since the 90s, when I used to go to Ag Hall here in Allentown and see the ECW shows back in the day.
Yeah. Speaking of ECW, and shout out to SVW. They're popping off, man. And Lil Uzi's at their store and awesome.
Yeah.
They have one of the coolest shirts I've seen. It's Cena and RVD squaring off at ECW One Night Stand. And on the back, it shows the full. It's one of the coolest T-shirts, and it's in my size. And I've been thinking about it all week, but I haven't bought it yet. Softy's trying to save some dough, but.
Yeah, well, I know it's March 2nd as we're shooting today, and 316 is on the arrival. And I know SVW is having a party for the 316 day.
What is that? What does 316 lay on? Is it a Saturday?
I think it's a Saturday, and
dude, I'm down to go.
They're gonna have a 2K24 tournament going on. They're gonna have Stone Cold Steve Austin Brews there. They have a Stone Cold saloon upstairs on the second floor. So if you haven't been to SVW in Philadelphia, it's South Street, right?
Yes.
If you haven't been there, yeah, you need to go. It's a great store. I mean, I'm going to be traveling an hour and a half to get there that day for the Stone Cold.
Are you going?
Day. Yeah, we're going. Of course we're going. Yeah.
I'll put it on the Sophie schedule.
They got their own merch coming out, SV Dub with camo, 316 stuff. I can't wait to get one of those, man.
I'll have to. Yeah, let's get some SVW merch that we can wear Mania weekend.
Yeah, well, I already got some. Don't worry. But yeah, SV Dub, shout out to that store, man. You guys are doing big things. I can't wait for the block party. So I'm excited to be around that area for the weekend of WrestleMania.
Yeah,
well, here we go. We got some good action going on here. Ladder in the ring. Cena hip toss onto the ladder.
Nice hip toss to Edge. Nice bump. And I always loved when the crowd would start saying, "You can't wrestle," to Cena, and he'd pull out a fisherman suplex or something. Man, Cena could. I'll tell you what, dude. As Hard&Soft, we're gonna, as we get 20 days into WrestleMania, we're gonna start going on our greatest 20 wrestlers of all time. We'll put out posts every day. Cena's on there, dude. He's one of the greatest of all time.
I mean, and yeah, he doesn't match up to a Dean Malenko or an Eddie Guerrero in the ring, but I mean, Cena can definitely go. And I mean, Cena's more about his character anyway. Look at those
His
punches.
style was more of a brawling.
Uh-oh. Is
It's
Edge gonna
almost
go
his
through
own
these
style.
tables?
No one worked like Cena.
Oh, thought we were gonna get a table spot there, but Edge counter with a big fist. There we go. Got some Edge heads in the crowd there.
Some edge
Hey,
heads out.
remember when Edge had the Edge heads, man?
Yeah.
That was freaking cool. Cardona and Brian.
They got the Canadian flag with Edge spray painted on it.
Isn't that a desecration to the Canadian flag? Spray painting Edge on it? What the hell?
SmackDown last night. A lot of signs. A lot of we're getting back into the sign era, which I love to see.
Yeah, they had a sign that kept getting blacked out, and yeah, I don't know if it was. I guess it's Fox that was doing that, you know. And I mean, I get that I get that the sign said "Die Rocky Die." That's what they were trying to black out. But I was kind of thinking in my head, like, well, usually they take signs. I mean, nowadays it's like they take them so quick. Like as you're walking in the building, it's like they're checking them. But yeah, he got that one by. I mean, and honestly, Rock's doing a throwback to the old Rock anyway. So it's, you know, I get it though. You shouldn't be saying "Die Rocky Die," but I don't know. It was kind of stupid that they were blacking it out. Just have a security guard go over there and take the sign away. You know, it would have been that easy. We were at AEW at the Locoria Center, and somebody in front of us had a sign, and it was like promoting their podcast. And the security guard, remember, he came over and took the sign and was
dude.
We even said to the security guard, like, why are you taking his sign? And he was like, because we don't agree with it. It's like, agree with what? It wasn't anything bad. It was just like, it was his YouTube page. Like, and I don't know.
It's still professional wrestling. Like, and I think
I get saying "Die Rocky Die," but
nice table spot there.
Oh, hey there.
They kind of botched up the turnbuckle. But
Who was that? 18 years later, I wonder where she's at.
Dude, I woke up this morning. The softie woke up from his nice soft snooze.
Heard you had a Moscow Mule.
Oh yeah, last night, and I woke up with a sore throat because I'm the softie. I don't know how I'm gonna do it this weekend. I'm gonna try.
JR would be so disappointed.
I don't know. I was making some nice ones. little lime in the Hard&Soft cup.
Oh my God! Did you just see that?
Nice.
Edge sets the ladder up in the corner, walks up it, and jumps over the top rope to nail Cena on the outside. That was great.
You know, you had Edge, who's in his hometown, main eventing with the WWE title. And once this pay-per-view goes off air, I mean, Edge is crying in the ring because he just tore the house down. And like I said, in his hometown, it's something that these guys dream about doing.
Yeah, main eventing in your hometown. Shout out to that. We just had Elimination Chamber last weekend, and we had Rhea Ripley main event against Nia Jax. And whereas the match, you can criticize the match a little bit here and there, but I think that's mostly on Nia Jax. And it was a pretty good homecoming for Rhea Ripley. It was pretty badass seeing her celebrate at the end with her family there. Definitely cool. And that's the kind of vibes you get. And a lot of times they come in, well, I don't know, maybe that'll change now. Vince McMahon always had you lose in your hometown. If it was your hometown and you were coming in, you usually lost, you know? But
even HBK goes over in the Bulldogs' hometown.
and if I'm correct on that, that was HBK fighting for that in the back.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure they wanted Bulldog to go over.
Different time there for old Michaels.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, shout out to HBK. You can see a lot of good episodes in the archives of the Hard&Soft Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Damn right. And
here we go.
I would say at this time, as we see some DX shirts in the crowd, they're really starting to heat it up here in the match. Concerto
time, baby. Oh, it's always a good move. And it's like one of those moves that look devastating, but I'm sure it's one of the safest things that they do. You know, I mean,
yeah, as long as you connect with the back of the chair.
besides getting the ringing in your ear of that chair shot, you know what I mean? Because you're definitely connecting with the chair still. Oh, that was a
Cena,
good
nice
running blockbuster.
move.
Shout out to Zapper, the blockbuster. That was his finisher back in the BYW days, right on the chair.
What a promo last night. And I think I'm not going to get into it, dude, but I think you saw the difference between the two companies, the two big companies. I mean, the first
That'll be
hour,
another episode, but yeah, definitely. That's
the first hour of SmackDown, no wrestling, but the storytelling was just magnificent between Rock and Roman, and Paul Heyman was awesome last night. They're really starting to ramp it up for Mania, and I'm loving everything they're doing.
You could see when Heyman was announcing The Rock to come out, and he was saying about, the biggest this, the biggest that, the biggest this. Oh, look at this. The STFU on Edge while he's in between the ladder. He's tapping, but there ain't no tapping in this match. You got to get the title.
Now, Edge actually said that with the added, I mean, you can't, this is probably the first STFU in a ladder. And with the added torque with the ladder being there, Edge actually went out here. That's what he says.
I believe it, dude. I totally believe that.
So Edge is on Queer Street a little bit here as Cena gets the ladder, and now Cena's starting to pick it up. You had someone like a Cena or a Triple H or a Randy Orton that isn't normally hardcore, and then they start turning it up and actually get into they sink their teeth in. So now we're getting into the meat and potatoes.
Yeah. Is Cena about to give us a Terry Funk spot?
I think he's going to give us a Cena spot. He
F-U the ladder. He F-U'd the ladder. I totally forgot that spot.
Holy shit.
I totally forgot that spot was in this match, dude. That is great. I thought he was about to do the spinning helicopter right there.
There's no better Cena look.
Maybe he does that on his OnlyFans. I don't know.
The white shoes and the camo short Cena. This is who I create in any 2K game I buy. I always gotta edit the uni there and put the camo and the white Air Forces on.
It's pretty much what I wear every day until I rip my.
It is. That's the big hard special right there.
Yep. Until I ripped them after an episode of Dynamite in the parking lot.
We were strutting too hard that night.
Yeah, well, I tried to do a big pump kick, big Booker T pump kick, and yeah, you don't do that in the parking lot after an episode of Dynamite.
The 5-knuckle shuffle off the ladder.
Where's Cena going? Oh, where's Cena going? Oh, look at the Hell in the Cell up there, or not the Hell in the Cell, just the cage up there.
And I always love spots.
Who was in the cage that night?
What's that?
Who was in the cage that night? Because they had the cage hanging up there.
It was DX and the Big Show and the McMahons.
Oh, that was in the cage. Oh, okay.
And I'm sure we're not on. We don't have the volume on, but I'm sure I always love when they set up the ladder to do a spot like that, and someone's got to always say, "Well, they're not going to be able to reach the title from there."
Yeah. Look at Cena. He's out there getting a table from underneath the ring, even though there's a table set up right next to him.
There's 14 tables around. Yeah.
That looks cool with the title hanging there, the ladders sit there, and the cage right behind it. That looks freaking cool, man.
And even nowadays, they're going back to if you turn on Raw, the last couple episodes, it's been the blacked out with the red Raw and the white WWE logo. It looks cool.
Yeah, it's cool. They're definitely sharpening up the look.
Nasty chair shot.
That was beautiful.
Look at Edge. WWE does a mission shot. They're gonna zone in on Edge doing the smile.
Look at him. He loves it. He freaking loves it. Oh man.
Classic heel
this is good
stuff.
Yeah, that is total classic heel stuff. Look at this replay. Oh.
Nasty.
And I mean, Cena got his hands up a little bit, but he took a lot of that shot.
Wonder if we'll get a whacking.
Oh, he's gonna set him up on the table here.
No color from Cena yet. Is this the no color days? You get in trouble if you
get
this
color? It might be.
I missed that, dude. Table. What's the thing with? I don't understand the no color thing. Like,
I guess it's just. I don't know. I guess it's just the goriness of it. I don't know. I get not doing it in every match, but I think sometimes it's sometimes matches do call for it. I know that you shouldn't do it on every match on an episode of Dynamite, but oh, look at this. Setting up a table on top of Cena, on top of the other table. Cena's in the middle here. What is Edge going to put himself through a table? Cena through another table? I mean, okay.
And now look at the crowd. Look at the crowd coming up for their hometown guy.
Here we go. Get out of here, man. Oh, here comes Cena. Holy shit. Dude, he nailed Edge off the top there. Oh my
and
God.
that's a dangerous spot right there. I mean,
Edge took a nasty bump.
For sure, you're almost 13 feet in the air, probably. I always think about, even though I got the spinner, I always want to get the toy spinner. So
you can bring it around with you, because you don't want to carry the heavy title with you.
One of the coolest things I've seen, I met when we went to an episode of SmackDown at Wells Fargo. I met up with some guys I worked with, and they had their car open, blasting theme songs, and they had 2 titles on top of their car with the trunk open. I always thought, I was like, I got to start doing that. That's how we got into it.
Well, and here we are. Come see us, TNA, March 22nd. It's a Friday night, 2300 Arena. The Hard&Soft brothers will be out there, full effect. I think I'm sleeping over that night.
Might as well.
Oh, here we go. We got the 2 tables set up in the ring. Cena setting up another ladder.
Look at the size of that ladder, King.
My God. He's broken in half.
Damn it.
Man, I miss JR, dude. I miss JR in the call, but he is kind of getting to the point where, he probably doesn't even want to sit there for 2 hours or 3 hours and do shows anymore. It will be nice, though, if they would put him on the call for Sting's last match. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So Cena's climbing up. If you're not watching with us, Cena's climbing the ladder in the middle. Edge jumps off another ladder and spears him. Just as I was saying, we weren't going to get an awesome spear shot. Well, we sure did. Yeah, he wasn't hanging from the title, but that was pretty badass.
I saw this thing on some kind of post, and it was like and it was like roses are red, and then it was another picture of this dude laughing, and it was like life's about laughs, and then it was Foley getting chucked off, and it just and Foley's broken in half. It's just like,
my God.
Like I said, I woke up this morning, Chris, after the softy slumber, and I looked at a post, and it said 20 years ago, and it was the Hard&Soft connection at WrestleMania 20, and I'm like, it's been 20 years since that. That's nuts.
Dude, and not to go off topic, but WrestleMania is less than 40 days away right now, and it is shaping up to be a huge mania. Now, it's not Edge is on top of the ladder going up for the title, but he turns back, goes for a crossbody. Cena, okay, so Cena
strength of Cena
to catch him, and now he's going to throw him up over his shoulder, try to go for the FU. Okay, I don't think this is the finish yet. No, okay.
No, Edge is fighting it. What a spot!
Cena's about to powerbomb Edge. It powerbombs him into the ladder.
Oh,
jeez. Oh God. But night 1, I mean, it's not considerably confirmed, but it's basically confirmed. It's going to be The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Night 1 of Mania. And I think Rock's going to turn on Roman in that match. And if he does, that place, I mean, they're not liking The Rock right now, but if he turns on Roman, that place is going to go nuts, dude.
They're doing so much good story, so much foreshadowing.
That building is going to go, like, good thing there's not a top on that building. Because if The Rock turns face on Roman Reigns, I mean, come on, dude. The place is going to erupt. It's going to be electrifying.
I don't know about that chair shot there. Cena kind of pulled that shot. And the whole crowd's doing him right now. I remember that. Now here we go, Chris. We got
I don't know what match it was.
The tall ladder in the middle of the ring. And I believe there was another stipulation here where if whoever won had to switch brands or something like that, if I can remember correctly.
Okay. I think back in this day, SmackDown was the better show anyway, or the more wrestling based show, whereas Raw
It's
was kind of like
almost
more storylines.
it's
Oh,
almost leading up
Cena's
to
getting the
that
title.
nowadays, Big Hard, that
Cena's
where
getting the title.
SmackDown's
Cena,
more of the A show.
oh, Lita,
Oh, Lita.
out of nowhere. Cena dumped off the
Oh
top, over
my
the top rope,
God.
through a table on the outside.
And there was one table.
Whoa.
You
Yeah.
had to hit your spot there.
Oh, yeah. If you missed that, yeah, her. Sassafras.
Dude, so much could have gone wrong in this match. You had the Edge taking the big leap on the top rope. You had the power bomb into the ladder. You just had that spot nuts.
Oh, my.
Damn, man. What a bump by Cena as we're getting into the finish of this match, man. What a match.
Yeah, the Big Hard's having issues with his internet here.
Maybe when we get sponsored, we get a couple sponsorships. We could upgrade.
Yeah, and the thing is, I just upgraded, but there is a storm today, and I think it.
Get out of there, Kyoto. That's all right. Big soft deal. We'll carry the show here. We're at the finish anyway. Edge is setting up the ladder. If you're peacocking with Hard&Soft here, Edge is setting up the ladder. Title belt is above. Cena's coming up. And I don't think this is the finish either because maybe it is. I don't know. Unless Cena's going to go up the same side that Edge is on. Oh, never mind. We got to get the dump spot.
To the outside.
Nasty.
Right on the outside, through the table. I think I'm back. Oh, good shot of Lita right there. She can't believe that Edge just went off the top through the table on the outside, just like Cena did. Looks like he missed the first one, but it's okay. Still another table there set up.
And Lita was as big of a part in the whole Rated R Superstar as Edge was. I mean, Lita and in the Mick Foley Cactus Jack WrestleMania match was huge. She takes that big the cactus clothesline over the top.
Cena just FU'd her right in the middle of the ring. Cena's putting the table back up. Securing that table on top.
A lot of fans on their feet, and now Cena's saying, "What do I do here? Do I keep whipping Edge's ass, or do I go for that belt? What do I do?"
I think you whip his ass. I think that's what you got to do.
Cena's setting up the sharpshooter for later on the match. I mean, setting up the ladder for the title belt here.
I love it. That title's swinging right there. It's always funny in these matches, though. It's like how slow they crawl up the ladder, how slow they reach for it. It's all drama, but Cena could have had that title before Lita even came in and knocked him off the ladder 10 minutes ago.
And here we are. If you're driving to work right now and you're not
pull over,
pause the podcast, and pull over on the side of the road. You gotta peacock this, dude.
You gotta watch this spot.
The spot of all spots.
And I mean, they have to hit this right because this is not.
Now look at the crowd, Chris. Look at the crowd.
Here we go. Oh my God! Off the top of the ladder, through both tables.
Oh my God, dude!
They almost should have had the ladder to the left a little bit because Edge almost dumped over the top rope there. And the title's just swinging there. Cena catches it. Looks down. Now Cena take it before Lita comes back up and knocks you back off that ladder.
What a match.
That Cena wins the title.
And then there's the blow off, right? I mean, you're in Edge's hometown. Edge is the fan favorite, but at the end, it didn't matter, man. The match was so good. The storyline, the rivalry was so good. that everyone's on their feet.
Yep. It's a great ending to a great match. I mean, from start to finish, and like you said, Meltzer gave it 4 1/4.
4 1/4.
4 1/4.
Mom.
Yeah. Hey, Mom, the match was great, but I'm going to take off 3/4 of a star because I suck and it wasn't in the Tokyo. No.
But Big Hard, I'm glad we got to do this, dude. That was one of my childhood favorites.
Yeah, man, that was a great match. Great episode. Thanks to the nation. You guys are the reason that we're here. Look at Cena over there. Is that his dad he's hugging?
Hugging Papa Cena.
I remember Bruce Pritchard saying they had to cut a lot of the scenes that they recorded with him because he was just he was like too over the top.
It's going to be 1, 2, 3.
So good. Oh, God.
All right, Big Hard. You got anything to say to the nation until we cut out of here on this Saturday morning?
I mean, I got one thing to say to the nation. If you're not hard, you're soft.
You're damn right, and it's okay to be soft. And we hope to see some of the nation members at WrestleMania weekend. We'll be in the city, McCusker's Tavern on Thursday night. We have an independent show to catch Thursday before we check in. We got, like you said, Big Hard, we got SVW and that block party and the ECW Tribute Show Friday. Saturday and Sunday, we got Mania. What a time to be a wrestling fan in PA.
It doesn't get any better to be alive right now.
You're damn right.